Shepherds in Raleigh, North Carolina. First of all, I want to thank everybody for getting us to 500 subscribers. This morning we had 501 subscribers, and I'm just so excited about my little channel and its growth. Today I want to talk about grooming your miniature Australian Shepherd. Now this is pet grooming, this is not show grooming. I have this is a ringside table that we use at the dog shows. And I like this size table because the dog really can't move around a whole lot. You know, if you have a great big table, they're running all over it. And I don't use a grooming noose. I just expect my dog to sit or stand quietly. So the first thing I'm going to do, now this is pet grooming, not show grooming. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the entire dog with my fingers. And I'm going to look for bugs, ticks. I'm going to look for scabs, injuries, and I'll just run my fingers backwards through the coat, through the entire dog. And as you can, as you can see, they love it. Storm's got his eyes closed. And I'm just checking him over. I'm going to look at his feet, make sure he doesn't have any cuts on his feet. You can put that one down. Can you pick this one up? It's gonna have a good look. Okay, good. Check for broken nails and that sort of thing. And then I'm gonna take just a regular pin brush and I'm gonna brush the whole dog. And here's where they tend to like to mat, is behind the ears and behind the elbows. And I'm just gonna go through him with this. Now if I see a lot of shedding, he's doing a little bit of shedding, then I'm going to go to a different brush. But I'm going to go through this whole dog with the pin brush. I almost never bathe my Australian Shepherds. I have Australian Shepherds here that have never had a bath. Dogs, animals, they didn't evolve with shampoo and conditioner and frou-frou spray. You know, if you have your dog groomed, ask the groomer to not spray any of that stinky cologne on your dog. His sense of smell is many thousands of times better than yours, and he doesn't want to stink like that. And when he meets other dogs, it confuses them because they're looking for his natural odor. So I'm just making sure that he doesn't have any mats. And you can do this. You know, some people love to brush their dog every day. My dogs get brushed about once every 2 weeks. And you've seen my dogs. They swim, they roll in stuff, they roll in the dirt. But I only brush them about once every 2 weeks. Now if they get into something really stinky, I might bathe them with a mild shampoo. Odorless, some sort of an odorless shampoo. Okay. I want to make sure I can run a comb through my entire dog. That's how you're really going to find out if you got the mats. You want to be careful because this can scratch their skin. But a lot of times with a regular brush or even a slicker brush, you think you're brushing the dog down to the skin, but you're really not. Drop my comb. So I'm going to comb all the way through my dog. All of it. Come here, can you turn this way, please? Smile for the camera. I'm going to comb every inch of this dog. Now underneath Storm, his belly has been shaved. And I shave the belly on my dogs in the summertime. They get in the water a lot, they swim in my pond a lot, and that prevents matting, and it also helps to keep them cooler. Okay. You found a little mat right there that I wouldn't have found with the brush. I wouldn't have found it with the brush. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can, where'd the scissors go? You can, now this is pet grooming, okay, not show grooming. But you can trim this if you want to. Just to, you know, if your dog runs through a lot of mud, swims a lot, it keeps them from dragging mud into the house. And you can just, these are their furnishings. You can just trim that off. Don't do that on a show dog. Don't do any of this cutting on a dog you plan to take in the ring. But, you know, and if you want to trim around the ears, you can do that. You can take thinning shears and go around their ears if you want. But you want to make sure that you can brush and comb all the way through the dog. Now, if you run into some little mats, this has blades in it, but the tips are not sharp. And you can just sort of go like this through the dog and see how it's pulling up a lot of dead hair. Look at that. Now this is pulling out the dead hair that's underneath. So when you got done brushing, you go, okay, well, he's all brushed out. Not really. So now I'm pulling up a lot of dead hair with this. So I usually go through each dog with this after I brush just to see if there's any dead hair left. But I don't overdo this because it can pull, and it does have blades, but as I say, the blades won't touch the skin, but it can pull a little bit. So I brush first, and then I'll go through them with the blade. And then I'll go over them with the slicker brush. And you don't want to forget, you know, it's easy to brush the parts that are easy to brush. You want to make sure you brush everything. I've also shaved around his back end for sanitary reasons. Okay. Now, I always finish with some sort of a silicone spray that helps to repel dirt. This is not Shoshin, even though the bottle says Shoshin. This is actually the stuff mixed up in a Shoshin bottle. I'm just going to mist it onto him. And you can go online, it's called The Stuff, and it's a concentrate, and you mix it. I don't have any, you know, I'm not getting paid to talk about it, I'm just telling you. Or you can use Cowboy Magic, which is for horses, or you can use Shoshin, but my favorite is The Stuff. It's in a Shoshin bottle because we use Shoshin on the horses. And I'm just going to work that in, because what that's going to do when he swims and rolls in the mud, you want up here, Nikita? It's going to help to repel all that. So when I'm done with that, I'm not going to show you, well, we might go inside, but the next thing I'm going to do is I would blow him with a blow dryer. I may or may not do that on camera, so I'm just going to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Ring that notification bell. Thank you to everyone who got us to 500 subscribers, and we will see you next video.